Jimmy Carr broke my brain with this one. Everyone is jealous of what you've got. No one is jealous of how you got it.
I love that quote.
My God. People see the trophies, but not the training ground.
Everybody wants the view, but no one wants the climb. I love it.
Every man has two lives, and the second starts when he realizes he has just one. It's like a happy person wants 10,000 things. A sick person just wants one thing. It's your unlimited desires that are clouding your peace, your happiness. Every desire you have is an access where you will suffer. So just don't focus on more than one desire at a time. The universe is rigged in such a way that if you just want one thing and you focus on that, you'll get it. But everything else, you gotta let go.
Self-confidence is really someone who keeps promises to themselves, because self-confidence is really like your reputation with yourself. If you've got a great reputation with yourself and you know you can trust you, you're not so concerned about your reputation, what other people think about you.
That's right.
So if you're always worried about people think about you, it's because you really don't think great about yourself. And you don't think great about yourself because you lack self-confidence. And you lack self-confidence because you keep not keeping the promises you make to yourself. So my confidence came from my preparation and from my consistently doing the things I told myself I was going to do. So I built this reputation where I trust me. And that was where my confidence comes from.
There is a difference between passion and obsession. When you're passionate, everybody cheers you on. They're stoked for you. Oh, you found your passion? Awesome. Follow your passion. Live with passion. Be passionate. Chase your passions. Everything. Like passion. Passion's good. Like the world's gonna be like, yay, passion. When you're obsessed, they're like, why you gotta be so crazy? Why do you always gotta get things so perfect? Why do you spend so much time here? When you're obsessed, people think you're nuts. If no one thinks you're crazy, you're not yet operating to the outer limits of your potential.
In life, people emulate the end result, not the process. The end result is what they see, and they emulate that. Well, Kobe scored that 61. That day, he was practicing. He practiced his whole life. Are you willing to put in that sort of commitment? Are you willing to practice your whole life? Yeah, I'm sure you want to be on a jet and all that, but do you want to put in that work? That's what it takes for something great, that amount of time, that level of commitment.
No matter what's going on in your life is not permanent. Everything is going to change. So there's two things you can do with change. You can react to it or you can participate in it. It's going to change anyway. So if you keep waiting around, you're going to have to react to the change. And now you behind. But if you participate in the change, if you know the job you have is not going to last forever. COVID proved that already. Where you go to work at every day, that's going to change. COVID proved that already. So what you got to start doing is you got to start anticipating that it's going to change and just start living your life with the preparation for change.
If you have to ask how to get motivated to go to the gym, you don't need to be going to the gym. You don't want it enough. When you're sick and tired of looking and feeling like shit, you'll show up, motherfucker. I'll see you there. Because you're going to look in the mirror and you're going to be like, fuck that. You're going to want to be in the gym. The people that have no problem showing up to the gym are the people that want to be there.
You don't want it. And that's the harsh reality. I can't give you shit. You can't give them shit. I can give you ideas. But at the end of the day, when I was losing the weight, I had to miserably wake up every morning in the cold. I was miserable. This is your new life. Take it or leave it. There's no happiness about it. There's no peace behind it. It sucks. It just fucking sucks.
You're exactly where you wish to be in life. Even if you think you are not happy where you are, I can promise you are. Because if you're truly uncomfortable, you can't even sleep. What I often hear from people and see from people is that they get very motivated for short periods of time. They'll be very motivated to change their life for 3 hours, and then they'll just go back to playing video games. And they're actually not unhappy with their life. They're fine to play video games and eat beans on toast and sit around in a small little apartment. They only become unhappy for a few hours now and again. That's when they talk about how motivated they are. That's when they talk about how hard they want to try. But in general, they're actually perfectly fine with their life, meaning they wish to be there. If they wished to be anywhere else, they wouldn't be doing what they're doing. And by extension, they would be exactly where they wish to be.
When you said, I'm all in, were you really all in?
Let me tell you what the cost of being all in is. Early mornings, late nights, being misunderstood, having very few friends, being your own cheerleader. Are you those things? People always talk about, I'm a hard worker. Everybody in this room is a hard worker. That's not going to separate you from anybody else. What are you working hard on?
Life is so short. We spend so much time sweating this small stuff. Worrying, complaining, gossiping, comparing, wishing, wanting, and waiting for something bigger and better instead of focusing the blessings that surround us every day. Life is so fragile, and all it takes is a single moment to change everything you take for granted. Focus on what's important and be grateful. You are blessed. Believe it. Live your life and leave no regrets.
Two forms of pain. Pain that breaks you and the pain that changes you. The pain that destroys you isn't this shit. It's later in life knowing you could have been more. And all that's left is you and the fucking mirror and tears of a possibility left that you allowed to die. Own your fucking life, guys. You get every opportunity. There's no excuse not to be the hardest motherfucking worker in the room. In all your endeavors, schoolwork, the gym, your career, your relationship, your name's attached to it. It's gotta mean more than anything. That's your name. That's all you got. Don't.
When I was in the early days of the gym and I had to wake up at 4 a.m. and I was going to sleep at 11 and it would go on for weeks on end, I would have to tell myself, you don't need more sleep. You just need a better reason to get out of bed. And so I think the point isn't to avoid suffering. It's to find something worth suffering for. Because no one gets to the end of their life and says, I wish I'd played it safe. You're going to die. And I think it's just about how hard you're willing to fight to not let your dreams die with you.
You meet a family that is wealthy. Somewhere back in their lineage, generationally, they weren't. And then something happens. The one shows up. In every family, there's the one. And that one changes that family forever. In my family, I'm the one. We don't think like we used to think. My nieces and nephews are positive, forward-thinking, caring, good people with dreams. I wasn't raised like that. I'm the one. I'm the one who made the calls late at night. I'm the one who drove hours and hours for people to say no. I'm the one who dealt with the heat. I'm the one who typed all the emails. I'm the one who returned all the messages. I'm the one that dealt with all the stress and the strife and the cancellations and the back talking and the people who didn't keep their word to me and the difficult times. I'm the one who lost sleep at night. I'm the one who got up early. I'm the one who carried the emotional burden of winning, just like you are. You're the one.
Everybody's great when they're not tired. The champions is when they tired. That's when the real champions come out. That's when a real dog come out.
I want to see what you do when you're tired. Let me see how you push yourself.
Tired is only in the mind. You tell yourself you're tired, you're going to be tired. I don't get tired.
Come on, man. Get up. Get up again tomorrow. Get up again tomorrow. Get up again tomorrow. The next day. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up.
When that alarm clock goes off at 4 or 5 in the morning, your mind says no. You just say, this is what we do. It's what we do now.
And when I lost, I said, oh, because I was tired. And my dad made a very big point of saying, look, it doesn't matter if you were tired. Your excuse has fucking nothing to do with the win or the loss next to your name. You've lost now. No one's going to say he lost but he was tired. They're going to say you lost. And this is the truth about excuses in general. Any excuse you can fabricate. Nobody cares. The universe doesn't care. Did you win or did you lose? Life is binary. Did you survive or not? If you come at me and say, oh, I'm fat because X, Y, Z, the girl in the club isn't going to be like, oh, well, he's out of shape, but it's okay because X, Y, Z. You're just fat. It's binary. Life's binary. So you have to make a conscious decision. Excuses don't exist. They don't have any weight. They don't matter to anyone else, so why should they matter to you? And as soon as you realize that all that matters is the result and you have to be binary about your decisions, then you're going to start throwing all that crap.
Your current life today is the result of the price you've sown up to now. If you don't like what you're getting out, what you have to do is you have to put in something different. We find that all successful people are goal-oriented. There's an old saying, you can't hit a target that you can't see. So you have to ask yourself, what is the price that you have to pay to achieve the success that you desire? And you have to write it down and make a plan and work on it every day. It is the secret to becoming a self-made millionaire. It's the secret to great success in life.
The people that succeeded in business were not the brightest, they weren't the best looking, they were just the guys that kept going. They had this tenacious thing. He doesn't know how he's going to pay the bills, but he just keeps going. He is absolutely resolute. He is almost stupid in his belief that this thing is going to work. And I think we need a bit more of that to just be imbued once again this thing.
If you don't want to make waves, be mediocre. Be normal and fit in. Dress like them, walk like them, act like them, eat like them, go where they go, think like they think, do what they do. And once you neutralize your uniqueness, you don't need courage. It takes courage to be different. It takes courage to go where you've never gone before. It takes courage to be successful. It takes courage to win. It takes courage. People don't talk about people that don't win. If you win, they're going to talk about you. Do you have the courage? Or will you die in the land of coulda, woulda, and shoulda?
Discipline your thoughts. Stop thinking too much. Don't go into the past. Don't go into the future. Be in the present. Why? Because only then it's possible that the mind is free, the capacity is free, and now you can completely immerse into whatever you are doing. And this means you have arrived.
You should absolutely believe you are special. You should absolutely believe that almost to an extent you're better than most other people who are so brain dead, so asleep, are so scared to run towards the things they want in life. So there is absolutely nothing wrong with having these feelings as long as you back it up. Because if you don't back it up, then it is simply delusional. So as I said, you never ever want to be delusional in life. We should always have that feeling of being special, of being meant for more in life.
What's wrong, Teach?
It's just I've been waiting on this day for my entire life. I thought I'd feel different.
I heard this story about a fish. He swims up to this older fish and says, "I'm trying to find this thing they call the ocean." "The ocean," says the older fish. "That's what you're in right now." "This," says the young fish, "this is water. What I want is the ocean." See you tomorrow.
If you tell yourself the truth, and the truth is, I'm not happy with where I'm at. That's the truth. The truth is, I can do more. The truth is, I can work harder than I'm working right now. The truth is, I can do more for my family. The truth is, I can do much better than I'm doing right now. And if that's the real truth, if that's what you believe, if you believe that to be the truth, you won't have to find more discipline. Discipline will find you.
See, you can do anything. You can get up any hour, read any book, take any class, make any change, develop any skill, do any discipline. I mean, you can do it all when this how and the why, or when the why starts to grow, the how gets simple.
The master key to riches is self-discipline. Self-discipline is the master key to success. So for you to write down your goals and make a plan and set priorities and start with your most important task takes tremendous self-discipline. If you haven't done it up to now, it's so hard. But Goethe said everything is hard before it's easy. And everything at the beginning is difficult, but later it becomes easy and automatic. You have to force yourself to discipline yourself at the beginning, but after that, it becomes easier and easier, and you actually feel happy. Now, here's the most wonderful thing. When you discipline yourself to start and complete a task or a part of a task, you feel like an athlete. So here's my question. If an athlete runs in a race and comes in first, what do they call this person? Winner. Exactly. I've studied this hundreds, thousands of hours. What it says is that when you win, when you come in as the winner, your body releases endorphins, which are called nature's happy drug, they make you happy, and dopamine, which is a form of energy that you get from a positive experience. So when you complete a task, your body releases these drugs and you feel happy. Psychologists call it nature's happy drug. If you want to be happy, just start and complete a task.
Right now, imagine you wake up at 3, you train at 4, go 4 to 6, come home, breakfast, relax. Now you're back at it again, 9 to 11, right? Relax, and now all of a sudden you're back at it again, 2 to 4, and now you're back at it again, 7 to 9. Look how much more training I have done by simply starting at 4, right? And so now you do that, and as the years go on, the separation that you have with your competitors and your peers just grows larger and larger and larger and larger and larger. By year 5 or 6, doesn't matter what kind of work they do in the summer, they're never going to catch up because they're 5 years behind.
It's 44 degrees and it's nice and rainy outside. And no one cares about that. It's not about the rain. It's what the rain represents. Life is always giving you a test. Trying to give you a way out. Trying to give you an excuse not to show up. This is my excuse today. But guess what? You gotta have the mentality to show up every fucking day of your life. No matter what life throws at you. It's our responsibility to show up to the Coliseum of life. Prepare for fucking battle. I don't care what you're going through, what life's throwing at you. It's your responsibility to find your new 100%. Take it upon yourself to do that. Stay hard.
The 33% rule. 33% of the time you should be hanging out with people who are smarter than you. The other 33% you should be hanging out with people who are on your level. And the last 33% you should be hanging out with people that you're smarter than. This way, you know, you're evenly distributing, you know, your talents. You're learning and you're educating at the same time. And not only are you learning and educating, but for the group in the middle, you guys get to like kind of push each other. You know what I'm saying? You get to challenge each other.
My advice is that one day you're going to look back on all the things you're currently going through and you're going to be glad they happened. If you have the right mental model, if you change how you think, one day you will look back and be glad they happened. And the most fantastic thing about changing the way you think is, regardless of what people say to you or despite the fact they tell you it's not true, I promise you, one of the only things on the planet you can control is what you think. You can't control the weather, you can't control other people, you can't control if your heart stops. You can't even keep it beating. But you can control what you think. I'm not saying it's easy, but it can be done. And if you change the way you view things, you change the perspective, you'll be happy that it's happened to you.
What I realize is like the monetary, the material, even the success and like the things that you place your importance on never can satisfy you and ever make you happy because they never end. There's no amount of money that will ever make you stop if money is what you care about. You'll keep going. Oh, I got $1 million, gotta get 10, got 10, gotta get 100. If it's cars, you'll never have enough cars. If it's women, you'll never have enough. You'll be chasing them forever. If it's success, you can never get enough of that. I realize that it's like, it doesn't stop. It keeps calling you. It's like a drug. And it's like, you're never satisfied. But if you place your importance on appreciation, love, you know, it's like that is enough. In my life, I just took the time to look around, people that's around me, the things that are around me, like the blessings I have, and that goes for everybody. If we look for those things for happiness, then it's attainable. If we look to the other things for happiness, it's never attainable.
There's a verse in the Bible that says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he.
So whatever you're thinking about, that's who you will become. Because thoughts lead to actions, actions lead to habits, habits lead to lifestyle. And that lifestyle is what dictates who you are, brother.
If you want to change your life, change your mind.
Work hard, but remember to breathe. Strive, but don't neglect the little joys. Sit in a room with your dreams and realities together. Your greatest accomplishments come from passion and then contemplation, because triumph truly unfolds when you give it your own unique meaning.
You're going to miss parties. You're going to have people question you. You're going to lose some friends. You're going to have to give up some of the things you enjoy. For a while, you may be the only person that understands what you're doing. But if you want to change your life, if you want to be the man or woman that you aspire to be, that's the game. You can't do all the same things, have all the same habits, hang around the same exact people, and expect a different result. Wanting to change is not enough. If you're not willing to fundamentally change your priorities, change your environment, change your actions, you're not
not going to win. You're going to spend the rest of your existence wishing you were living a life you're just not cut out for, a life that you weren't willing to sacrifice.
I probably enjoyed playing Mr. Bean the most because he's a character who's furthest away from my own character. As a person, I don't like him at all. I think he's very odd and pretty weird and not very nice. What's fun about it is it's an escape. You know, when you play the character, you don't care what you do. It's a weird kind of release.
Every day is a new shot for you to change your life. Every day is a new shot for you to reinvent yourself. Maybe you understand the power that when the sun comes up, it's a new opportunity for you to live your life, a new life of purpose, a new life of achievements, and a new life of success. You wake up with intention. Stop waking up like an accident. Start waking up with purpose and understand that nobody is coming to save you. Nobody in the world gives a fuck about your problems, and you, my friend, have to handle it yourself. Wake up, walk with purpose, elevate and control what you can control today, and I promise you that you will be one step closer to living the life of your motherfucking dream.
Life is like this.